So it seems Ghana is taking a bold step towards a greener future because the country has just introduced an annual carbon levy on both vehicles and industrial emissions. This tax is known as Emission Levy Act 2023. It has positioned Ghana as the third African country to introduce an explicit carbon tax after South Africa and Mauritius.
Just to refresh your memory or your minds this morning, or if you haven't heard at all, starting today or effective today, the 1st of February 2024, so long as you own a car in this country that drives on any road in any corner in this country, you are supposed to pay this tax. Now, the levy amount varies based on the type of vehicle and its engine capacity.
Though the emission tax is intended to address harm associated with emissions, but many Ghanaians have demonstrated against it.
Now, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers (COPEC) says it strongly opposes the recently passed Emissions Levy Bill, deeming it as an excessive taxation measure that would adversely impact consumers of fuel products. COPEC contends that the bill's implementation could lead to negative consequences for those who are reliant on petrol and diesel.
So, in this video, we would like to share with you why the government of Ghana is taxing emissions, how it's going to work, and why most Ghanaians are not happy with this tax. But before we start everything, please don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you very much for your liking. Now, let's dive into it. In December 2015, some 196 countries signed a treaty on climate change at the 2015 United Nations Climate Change Conference in Paris. The agreement is what we know as the Paris Climate Agreement. It covers climate change mitigations, adaptation, and finance. The Paris Agreement's long-term temperature goal is to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius. And to achieve this goal, emissions should be reduced as soon as possible and reach net zero by the middle of 21st century. So, many countries are doing their best to reduce emissions in the atmosphere by implementing various laws. And that is why Ghana has also introduced this Emission Levy Act 2023, which is an environmental tax aims to shift the burden of taxation to environmentally damaging activities such as pollution. Normally, reforms like this can help raise domestic revenue to protect the environment, at the same time helping to meet the climate target of Paris Agreement and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. The government of Ghana believes that the vehicle emission tax is more cost-effective and equitable way to make sure the polluter pays, prevent harm, and protect the public. In Ghana, the transport sector contributes 23% of emissions, and it is the fastest growing in terms of Ghana's emission, increasing by 47% as compared to that of 2016. This is because of growing vehicles ownership and traffic congestion in cities and urban areas in the country. Due to this, lower respiratory infections are among the top 5 causes of death in the country, with some 28,000 Ghanaians die prematurely from air pollution in the year 2020 alone. Air pollution related deaths cost Ghana 0.95% of gross domestic product, according to a study by Lancet in the year 2021. So, in 2021, the government of Ghana introduced a sanitation and pollution levy on petrol and diesel to raise revenue to improve air quality, among other goals. And now, in 2024, they have introduced an emission tax, but this tax is based on internal combustion engine capacities. Charges range from 75 Ghana cedis for motorcycles and tricycles to 150 Ghana cedis a year for motor vehicles, buses and coaches up to 3-liter engines. While motor vehicles, buses and coaches with above 3-liter engine capacity like cargo trucks and articulated trucks will pay 300 Ghana cedis a year. So, why are most Ghanaians fighting against this emission tax? Well, the main objection of Ghanaians is that it amounts to double taxation. Yes, according to them, the existing sanitation and pollution levy on petrol and diesel is the same as this emission levy. And again, there is no clear plan for what the tax will be used for after it is collected.
Not long ago, your finance minister had gone to Parliament to ask for specifically 10 pesos on each litre of petrol you buy for pollution, sanitation, right? And then you turn around a few months down the line to come back to ask for emission. So what is pollution and sanitation? The Ghanaian petroleum consumer is being made to pay double for a problem that we probably may not be the biggest culprit of. The likes of China, India, the US, Europe, who pollute the most, they would have to probably deal with emissions. What exactly are we even channeling these taxes that we are collecting from the people into? Are we cleaning the environment? Are we decarbonizing? Are we reducing carbon count? There's no program. It's just a matter of go and collect money. And we think that just as the TUC has called on government to slow down on some of these taxes, the government should withdraw that immediately.
Several critics, especially the manufacturing and transport sector, says there are already too many taxes in the system killing Ghanaian businesses. So this one should be dropped. But the truth is that the government of Ghana is under pressure to raise domestic revenue as part of the International Monetary Fund conditionalities. And Ghana's tax collection is currently around 14% of the country's GDP, which their target is to get it to 18% by 2028. So, my beautiful fellow Ghanaians, expect more and more taxes. Thank you very much for watching. Please let us know your thoughts and suggestions on this in the comment section below. My name is Sheriff Haruna, reporting for AS1 News. Have a joyful life and see you in our next video. Mackerel.